opportunity. 10 grams glutamine and creatine, 1 liter of water, 2 liters actually about to go down straight to the dome. Rice for the day, all in the rice cooker, about to go in the rice cooker, and my little pot of pink salt and low salt. All right, boys, little midway stop through this morning routine. So, update, wake up, what do? Take a whiz, brush my teeth, weigh myself, do my morning vacuums, planks, ab control, get dressed, come out, down 1.5 liters of water, drink my creatine and glutamine, weigh out my salt, weigh out my rice for the day, and now we are right. We've done all that, and now I'm going to do a check-in, get some steps, meal prep, and a Chef Up Meal 1. And then another work block is upon us, okay? So I will show you all that stuff, but I'm just fair warning. The mornings are busy. Win the morning, win the day. We'll see you when I see you. Week 27, baby. Let's get it. All right, squad, so you probably saw me on the walking pad. I do about 30 to 40 minutes of steps there. Then I like to come outside, get that fresh vitamin D3. Come outside and I walk for like 5 to 10 minutes, just take a lap around the back of my house just to refresh. On that walk on the walking pad, I post and edit my social medias for the day, and I get back to client replies from the night before and start like prepping and check-ins if I have check-ins those days. But I'm going to finish up this walk on this morning routine, go in, get my meal prep done for the day, because come on, you got to meal prep, guys. You got to meal prep. We got to stay dialed, right? Get my meal prep done, and then I'm going to Chef Up Meal 1, cook that. Rabbit just ran right in front of me. Meal 1 going down. I'll show you a video of that. Same Meal 1 as always, and then I got another work block where I got 2 more check-ins to do today. Team is growing. I had 2 startups yesterday. I'm super freaking buzzing. The hard work is paying off finally, and the team is growing, and I'm loving it, man. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. But yeah, busy day. Going to get in there, meal prep, cook up Meal 1, eat it, work block 2, and then I'm going to run you through my full upper session, hopefully. And yeah, that'll be the video. So I'll see you guys when I see you. All that morning routine work to cap it off with this: 50 grams of white jasmine rice, 150 veg, 100 salmon, 75 egg whites, and 1 whole egg, 15 grams of Greek yogurt as a sauce, my new obsession, dill weed, freaking lovely, pepper, 1 gram pink salt. Over here we got 50 grams of berries and 25 grams of apple. Always goes down a treat. Like I said, cap off the morning routine with meal number 1, meal prep all done. We are going to eat this and then get back to work, and I will catch you at the upper session walkthrough. All right, boys. Work block 2 done, check-ins done, sent out. Everything is good, and now we get to go train here soon. After I record this, I'm going to shower up, pre-workout meal, and we got pushed today. But over here, I'm going to be popping up the upper clips from last Friday, okay? So this is my full upper session. Here we go. And I'm going to give you form cues and like what I'm thinking about during the set itself, okay? So starting off, 2 sets of a cable crunch, abs. Put them at the start of the session so you don't neglect them and treat them as fluff work or skip them when you place them at the end of the sessions, okay? So for abs, I recommend picking one movement for sure, a weighted ab crunch variation. Literally bend and extend at the spine. Like for this example here, you can see my hips stay still. I'm literally thinking full stretch, like belly button out as far as I can, getting that full stretch, full extension. It's just bending and extending at the spine, okay? Simply picking a variation that is stable. Spinal flexion is the key to ab work, okay? I like to spend like a 1 second in the stretch and then like really contract my abs hard down, literally thinking about sucking your balls on this variation. I know it sounds weird, but it's true. Okay. Next was machine lateral raise. So with lateral raises, okay, so first off, the biggest thing is don't initiate the movement by shrugging your shoulders up, okay? Keep your shoulders down and depressed and think about out as far as you can and then up, okay? Out and then up. Keep your arms, they don't have to be entirely straight, but just a slight bend in the elbow or entirely straight is fine. But again, think about shoulder down, out, and then up, okay? And keep your arm, like when you're up at the top, your arm should be slightly in front of your body in that scapular plane of motion rather than straight out to the side, because that's just going to bring in more trap. And again, if you're getting a full range of motion at the top, you're going to get a little bit of trap in it, but it's okay, okay? I'm sure your traps aren't too big, okay? You're going to feel a little trap, but if you come off a set of laterals and you don't feel any side delt at all, then you need to address your form, right? Video your sets and see what you're doing wrong, okay? Moving on, single arm lat focused row, okay? So you're going to notice lats, we're thinking elbow down to hip, so you're going to see the cable set a little bit higher so I can get that up to down, okay? Elbow, drive your elbow down to hip, keeping my arm extremely tight to my body, kind of turning, so like I'm working my right hand side, I'm turning my left side hip as far away from that cable as possible, sitting upright, puffing up my chest, spine neutral, and simply driving, thinking shoulder, like you shouldn't be like this, right? Because that's when you're getting a lot of bicep involvement, a lot of arm flexion. You want a more down, okay? So like you shouldn't have any flexion if you can see that. But again, simply initiating the movement by dropping my shoulder down, elbow down to hip. Keep it simple, okay? Moving on, lat pull down, frontal plane lat pull down. I actually reset this and this felt amazing. So I'm sitting very upright, slight lean back, right? And you're gonna see like, I'm like extremely puffing up my chest, okay? And when I'm pulling, I am pulling straight down, okay? Not down into me, because that's gonna bring in more upper back. I'm really biasing my lats here. My lats suck and I need to bring them up. So I drop the load, really reset my form here, and I am thinking about pulling down straight, okay? As well as that, you're going to notice I don't fully extend at the top. You don't need to, okay? I'm not going to go too full into detail at that, but your lats lose leverage at a point with your range of motion, okay? So you don't need to fully extend at the top, and you don't need to fully go down and touch your chest, okay? It's a happy medium. But again, lat training, like it's literally shoulder adduction. That's all this is, and I am thinking about depressing my shoulders again before I pull, initiating the movement by depressing my shoulders, dropping my elbows down into my hip pockets, okay? Moving on, pec deck, this setup I absolutely love. I use the fat grips so I can really think about touching my elbows together and fully contracting my chest, because a lot of people, they use the handles and they think about touching their hands together and their shoulders end up rounding. When you're doing a chest fly, you want your shoulders back and down, okay, throughout the whole set, and literally just drive your upper arm across your pec, okay? That is the function of the chest. Touch your elbows together. Keeping it simple there, okay? That's all you need to really focus on there. Moving on, T-bar row. This is the back off set. So the top set, I took a 3-plate. The top set approach, I do more of like a yeah buddy. Like I use a little momentum. But again, if you do that and you have balance within your training, that's completely fine. Some movements you can do that, okay? But the back off set, I keep it a lot cleaner, really chest on the pad. I mean, guys, all it is a neutral spine, okay? And letting your shoulders roll forward into the stretch while keeping your spine neutral, no matter what upper back row machine you're doing, and then retracting your shoulder blades back, acting like there is a pencil in between your shoulder blades and you're retracting them back, and then simply let your shoulders roll forward. It's scapular re and protraction. That is the function of the upper back, okay? But again, and you're going to notice I end this off with Kelso shrug. So like after I can't row another rep, I simply let my arms straighten out and I keep my arms completely straight, shoulders back, let them roll forward, and continue doing that just to milk everything out of that upper back, okay? And I recommend you do that with some of your upper back row variations to end them off, okay? Moving on, high incline Smith press. So this is at 60 degrees. The reason why is because I'm getting the best of both worlds here. I'm getting a lot of front delt, but I'm also getting some upper chest, right? And I'm making sure my joints are stacked at the bottom, meaning that my fist is directly under my elbow. Because if they come in, if they're in like this, it's more tricep. If they're out like this, that's a ton of front delt, okay? So making sure joints are stacked, and that's just injury prevention and going to make the movement feel more comfortable in general, okay? And again, still with this movement, I'm still kind of emphasizing driving my elbows across my chest, okay? Because this is still like getting a good amount of upper chest in there. Obviously, with the pressing angle, like, yes, it's not like at a 20 to 30 degree pressing angle, which is like the best for the upper chest. It's a higher pressing angle, meaning that I am going to be getting a lot of front delt out of it, but as well as that, I'm still getting some upper chest out of that, okay? Last thing was a superset. Keep this really simple. A hammer curl and a tricep extension. For the hammer curl, I'm literally keeping my shoulder still, elbow flexion, right? Moving at the elbow while keeping the shoulder still. And same with triceps. Shoulder is still by the side of my body, and I'm simply extending my elbow straight down, okay? That is it with arm training. I recommend doing a hammer curl or reverse curl variation at least one time throughout the week in your training, just to fully develop the arms and get the brachialis, because when your grip is supinated, that's when the bicep's going to have the best leverage. But then as you pronate your wrist and you curl, that is when the brachialis is going to get more and bicep less, okay? So I recommend having one variation at least a week where you're either neutral wrist or pronated wrist. You don't need both. Pick a reverse curl or pick a hammer curl and progress it, okay? Whichever one you like more. But again, guys, that is my upper session. That is the video wrapped up. I'm going to try to keep this on the shorter end. You saw my morning routine. You saw my full upper session. Got very busy work morning this morning, and now I get to go eat my pre-workout meal and train push. But if you are interested in coaching, head over to the Instagram, shoot me a message, inquire through the link in my bio, whichever you prefer. Or if you just want to, if you have interest about it and just interested in like what it is, I can send you over a free client inquiry response video. Just please do let me know. We can get to chatting. What's the worst that's going to happen? I don't bite, okay? Again, have a great day. Like and subscribe if you made it this far. I appreciate all you guys that watch. And let's have it. If you train today, train hard. If you rest, rest hard. But no matter what you do, have a great day and have fun during it. Peace.